Okay, so I'll let me find it on the record.
Your Honor, at this time, I know Ian would like to make a brief statement.
Okay. Mr. Rich.
I'm deeply sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. Before imposing sentence, the court notes for the record, I've considered the entire record, the statements that have been made here today. I've considered the pre-sentence investigation report, the mitigation report prepared by Stinson Associates. I've considered the court psychiatric clinic recommendations. I've read all of the letters of support. I've considered the sentencing memorandum that has been provided by the state of Ohio. I've considered the victim impact in making a decision, and I've considered the principles and purposes of felony sentencing contained in Ohio Revised Code, Section 2929, Sections 11 through 13, which require a judge to consider the seriousness and recidivism factors of this case in sentencing. And the court will make a sentencing decision that is commensurate with and not demeaning to the seriousness of the offense and its impact upon the victims, and consistent with sentences imposed for similar offenses committed by similar offenders. I rattled through a number of documents that I read in trying to, trying to come up with what is a just sentence within this range. And as Mr. Shaughnessy stated, you try to make sense of things, and this doesn't make any sense. And I'm very sorry for the victim's family as well as the defendant's family. Clearly, there was some psychosis going on. Weighing the pre-sentence investigation, court psychiatric clinic, and the Stinson Associate report, what I was looking for was some kind of something that would, for mitigation factors, something like a history of schizophrenia, something of that nature. And I think in trying to resolve what really happened here, I'm landing on this paragraph from the court psychiatric clinic report, which says, regarding psychosis, Mr. Rich's reported symptoms were inconsistent with genuine psychosis and reflective of substance-induced psychosis for several reasons, including but not limited to, and then the court psychiatric clinic gave me 5 reasons why this was not psychosis other than substance-induced. So that would tend towards the higher end of the range when I consider all the documents that have been put forth before me, that I've read each of them numerous times, and I was reading these with that type of mitigation in mind. I just didn't find in any of these reports, and that paragraph kind of sums up what Mr. Rich's mental state at the time of this act. So again, having considered all of the information that has been put forth, the court sentences Mr. Rich on count 1 to 11 years plus 5 years on the specification. Count 1, the minimum is 11, the maximum is 16.5. On count 2, the court sentences Mr. Rich to 11 years plus 3 years to run with the firearm specification to run consecutive. And on count 6, the court sentences Mr. Rich to 10 years for a total of 40 years to 46.5 years. 45.5 years.
My math was wrong, Judge.
Okay.
46.5.
46.5 years. Upon release, because this is a felony, the highest felony is a felony of the first degree, you will be subject to a mandatory term of post-release control of 2 to 5 years. While on post-release control, if you were to violate the terms of post-release control, the Adult Parole Authority has the authority to return you to prison for up to 1/2 of the original sentence imposed. If you were convicted of an additional felony while on post-release control, the sentencing judge in the subsequent case can impose an additional term of 1 year or whatever time remains on post-release control, whichever is greater. Finally, while on post-release control, if you were to fail to report to your supervising officer, you could be charged with escape, which is a felony in the state of Ohio. You will be given credit for the number of days that you spent in local incarceration. Luke, do we have that number? Number of local days, jail days? No problem. We'll determine that number, and that will be, you will be given credit for any days that you spent locally. Again, to all the family members here, I'm sorry that we're here together under these circumstances, and I wish you all hopefully some sort of peace in the future going forward. So we are adjourned. Thank you.